Jesse Simons here in San Jose at VERGE 2025. I'm just coming off a great panel with Microsoft, EDP, Prologis, Clean Energy Buyers Association, where we've been in deep conversation about the solar industry, circularity, data centers, what's ahead. I'm about to interview each of those panelists briefly for them to talk about the big headlines they have from the conversation we just had. So let's go right into those interviews. Hey, Ayo, so that was great. We're just coming off a panel here at VERGE 2025 talking about circularity in the solar industry. Can you just tell us, why is Microsoft even involved in solar panel circularity?
I think that panel was great. Microsoft, we have sustainability goals that we want to achieve by 2030. One of the main goals is to be carbon negative.
Right.
That's why since we announced those goals 5 years ago, we've actually contracted about 34 gigawatts of power. So it's a mammoth task that we've embarked on, and we're pushing every day to get there. But a lot of that is going to be solar. And what we don't want is to fix one problem by creating another, which is the waste that can come from that at the end of life. So that's why we've really focused on how can we start to integrate circularity into our PPAs when we're thinking about where the next source of power is going to come from to power our data centers. The other side of that is really a lot of the metals and minerals that go into these panels, whether it's aluminum, whether it's copper. These are actually valuable to our business as well, right? When we think about like supply chain, all those metals I spoke about, those are going to building data centers, into the devices that go into our data centers. And if we can support the ecosystem that can avoid these from going to landfill, but put them back into circulation to help with the domestic supply chain, we get the environmental benefit, but there's also that business benefit as well.
It was great being on the panel with you and really great partnering with Microsoft, and thanks for taking the time out of your day to be part of this interview. So Vidha, one of the things you talked about in the panel that I found was fascinating was what led EDP in the first place to make this decision to recycle rather than landfill?
Yeah, absolutely. So there are a ton of drivers, but I kind of split it into a couple of different buckets. The one is truly regulatory compliance. That could be your decom bonds, environmental permitting. The next one would be investors and off-takers. So of course, we are beholden to what those investors and off-takers request, and that's where in the panel we discussed with Microsoft that they have instituted some requirements for panel circularity, then that flows down to us. The third, and arguably extremely critical, is community understanding. It's making sure that we're building good ties, that we're answering questions to those local landowners and community owners that we're building on their land with, and then staying in that community for 30 plus years if all goes well.
Man, there's a lot that goes into it, but I just want to say, Vidha, thank you for your partnership. It was wonderful to be on the panel.
Always a pleasure, and thank you for all the work that you do.
So one of the things that you said on the panel that I thought was really interesting was about how you're a big warehouse owner and provider, and also really in the data center space. Can you just talk a little bit about the intersection of data centers and clean energy and circularity?
Through the nature of having that real estate, over the last 5 years, we built an incredible energy business. And so internally at Prologis, everyone knows it's a publicly traded industrial REIT, but we do have a 150-person plus energy company within Prologis, because our customers came to us and said, hey, Prologis, we would like to access sustainable power. We would like to do EV charging infrastructure. And so to serve their needs, we did become an energy company. As we think about our energy business as a whole, building out a turnkey microgrids practice, right? Solar is a key part of the future, but as is everything. And so how do we build a multitude of solutions in volume, at scale, with and where our customers want to better serve them and meet their infrastructure needs for the long term?
Awesome. Well, hey, Rajeev, really great being on the
pleasure.
panel with you.
Yeah.
This is wonderful. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your VERGE.
Thank you so much.
All right, well, there you have it. We've heard from Microsoft, EDP, Prologis, all together building this collaborative effort to ensure that we've got a circular economy for solar, helping us drive down the price of solar panel recycling so that when the world really needs a scalable solution for solar panel recycling, it's there. Thanks to them, thanks to VERGE and Trellis and the Clean Energy Buyers Association for hosting this event. I'm Jesse Simons, your host for today. Thank you very much.